Hey Zach, welcome back for video 2. Alright, so in this video, I will be making this a little bit shorter than the last one from last week. But even though the video is shorter, I still want you to practice 15 to 30 minutes, somewhere around that range. But you can obviously practice more. The more you practice, work on your instrument, the faster you'll actually progress on it too. Alright, but I'm gonna follow the same pattern as last week. So there's gonna be 3 things we're gonna talk about. First thing is gonna be the slurs, the jumpings that we've been working on, sliding between your high notes and the lower notes. And we're gonna focus on scales. Same thing with that. And the third thing, we didn't really talk about this at all during the lesson today or even last week, but I want you to focus on your tonguing, the attack when you're actually tonguing a note rather than slurring it. Ba. It's ta, ta, ta. So that's going to be the 3 things. But let's get started. All right, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to jump with our slurs. It's going to be the exact same thing as the previous video, but it's going to be faster this time. So after hearing you today, I know you can handle a little bit faster, so we're going to speed it up a little bit. And I will actually add a little more challenging part to it as well. If you can handle it, I want you to try it. If not, I still want you to try it, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Just try your best and try to work on getting those chops nice and firm and, strong. All right, but let's get started. There's my speaker. So I'm gonna set the metronome to 100, same as before. Like I said, if you don't have a metronome, Metronome Pro is an app on your phone. You can use this and it's completely free. So, repeat after me. G to C, F sharp to B, F to B flat. We're gonna go down and back up. All right, so this time, we did half notes last time. This time it's just gonna be quarter notes. So repeat after me. Here we go. 1, 2, listen first. Ready, here I go. Ready, go. Ba, F sharp. Ready, go. Ba, better than that. Ba. Now go back up. Last one. And stop. All right. Nice. So the second part of this, still the same as last week. Now we're just starting on a higher note. So from C to G. And what I talked about in the lesson, make sure you're ready for that top note because that is your highest note. You want to be prepared for that. For this one, since it's a little bit harder, we're going to go back to half notes with this. So C, G, C, G, C, ready and rest for a little bit, then the next one. So, repeat after me. Same thing. Half notes. Listen first. 1, 2. Nice big breath. Here I go. 1, 2, ready, go. Next one now is me. 1, 2, ready, go. Then back to me. 1, 2, ready, go. Next one. 1, 2, ready, go. Back to me. Try to have a nice sound, ready, go. 2 more, ready, now it's me. 1, 2, ready, go. Last one, now it's me. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and stop. All right. So if you actually were listening really closely on the last 2 exercises, I did flub 2 particular notes that I know I caught. If I do replay this video, it might be more. I honestly don't remember. But I would take the time to make that sound better for me. But since this is just a video for you, I want you to make sure you're listening to your own sound. Make sure you try to make every single note nice and clean, and make sure you move that lip fast enough so you don't hear anything in between, or it's not like a slow slide up. Like this. I don't want it to sound like this. You want to make sure it's a nice, even jump. Nice and quick. Alright, but the last part of this video, I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. It's going to be the 2 scales that we did talk about last week and today. So it's your C scale, making sure it's at the right speed. So I want to make sure it's nice and quick enough. And then your G scale, the second one, I'm going to make this one a little bit slower to make it a little bit easier than last week. But let's still add in the metronome because you want to make sure it's even with the metronome. So we're going to start with the C scale because this one is easier for you. I'm going to start off a little slower, but then I'm going to make it faster. Right now it's 85 beats per minute. If you can read that, 85. And then I'm going to put it back to 100. So this is for your C scale. You know everything with this one. Just make sure you don't repeat the top note when you go up. So 1, 2, listen first, repeat after me. Here I go. 1, 2, ready, go. One more time, listen first. Here I go. Last one, ready, and go. And stop. Nice. All right, so I'm gonna push it back to 100 because this feels like it might be too easy for you. So let's do it at 100 real quick. But then after this, you can keep speeding it up. But this rhythm, I want you to keep the rhythm. Keep that rhythm because we'll be doing this rhythm for every single scale that you end up learning. All right, so here we go. Back to 100. Let's do it together. 2 times. 2 times. 1, 2, together. 1, 2, hear it. One more time. Here we go. And stop. All right, so I did flub at that last note, the C before that. But like I said, this is just because this is a quick video. This is for you to make sure you're listening to your own sound. All right, and the last scale is our G scale. So this one we'll just do half notes since this one was a little bit harder. So the only thing with this, make sure you're still using your F sharp. This is the only difference. We're not doing F. Instead, we're doing F sharp. So it's going to be G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Then back down. G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, low G. All right, so let's give it a try. Still 100. I'm not going to change it. Actually, let's do half notes since it seems a little fast. Ready, 1, 2. Have a nice sound. Start with low G. Hear it. Stop. If that's too easy, eventually start making that fast too. Half notes, then quarter notes, and then make it back to that rhythm again. Ba, 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 ba. I'm gonna do it one time, and if you want to try it at home, you can play along. Give it a try. So this is how I want it to be eventually, but we'll keep working towards it if you can't do it yet. Ready, 1, 2, here it is. 1, 2. And stop. All right. So those will be the things you need to work on for this week. I'm going to send you the song also. And the very last thing I just want you to make sure you're still keeping in mind is my rule of 5. We have talked about this before, but it has been a while. If you can do it 5 times in a row without messing up, then you will most likely have it every time. But it has to be 5 times in a row. If you do it 4 times, there we go, 4. If you do it 4 times and you mess up on the last one, you have to start all over again until you get all 5 in a row. So keep practicing like that. Keep working on it. I'll see you next week and keep up the great work. All right, man.